Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to two things in this video. The first is Han's Back to Life, which just came out, and then I'm going to be listening to Seungmin's Lu Into the Current. I believe that's Torrent, Into the Current, I'm not sure. I thought that with both of these songs being written by Han, that we do kind of like a double feature kind of video today. So yeah, let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I already love how this sounds. Also, pause warning. I need to go back one little second. I love how that guitar came in with the and then it repeated but did so like higher. It went up an octave. I know that this song isn't the Torrent song. I'm going to call it the Torrent song for now. But the intro to this felt like I was in a torrent. Just the fast-paced camera angles, the speed of the fan thing on the ceiling, all of the like this, for instance, all of the light leaks and stuff. Oh, it feels very like angsty and emotional, perhaps. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry, the way his voice sounds, I don't even know. Like, I don't feel like I've heard like the texture he's bringing to this before. Like, obviously I've heard Han sing before, but like this feels really different. I don't know if it's just how like not bare bones, the oh, what's the word I'm thinking of? When you bare your soul. That's what I was meaning. I'm really I'm struggling today. But when your lyrics are really like exposed, I think that's what I was meaning earlier. When they're really exposed, I feel like it's allowing him to tap into a slightly different vocal tone, like than I'm used to. I feel like you guys are probably gonna be like, no, we've heard this before, but like this feels more. If this feels really mature, I was definitely right with what I was saying with the way the beginning started. Just from these lyrics, some of the lyrics didn't come up on the captions. Yes, even though they're in English, I still it helps me process. I'm autistic. I didn't say that. I didn't do my usual intro. But yeah, so there were some things different there. But already we've got these lyrics that talk about, you know, being kind of stuck in a place, not knowing what to do with himself. And that's very much reflected in that beginning there. I really like this. I love that the camera at the beginning as well, by the way, was so clear, like, because he's wearing contacts and you can see like the pattern of the contacts, the little dots. I don't know what you call them apart from dots. But I really like how this sounds. It's very mature. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a sorry, I'm pausing again. I think that's a flanger effect, I think it's what it's called, or a phaser, one of the two. Ooh. Oh, I couldn't hear what he said there. Just stick to the something. These lyrics, are these auto thingamabobs? Never mind. We're just gonna go without because they're doing us wrong. They're doing us dirty. I really liked though this, where is it? Just cut the fake and then whatever he said after. I really want to know. Do we have thingies lyrics? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? There we go. Cut the fake. Just stick to the truth. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that, and I love the with those lyrics in mind about not worrying about regret. I love the fact here, like with the glass breaking, like so many times we'd go back and pick it up. I hate whatever this YouTube bug is, by the way. Do you guys have this bug when you pause a video and like half the video just disappears? It's driving me nuts. Sorry.
Cut the fake, just stick to that. I keep my head up high through all this pain. I'm letting it out. I'm aiming high, feel alive. Nothing's gonna let me down. Every scar is proof I tried. You'll never see me go. Unless they keep it on, tell them not, and I'll come along since the whole night. Yeah, you know I don't care how many times I fall, 'cause I'll come back to life.
Oh, okay. I have things to say. I'm gonna wait for this. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Sorry, I was expecting the verse to come in there, but it didn't. We'll go back. I love the way there with his vocals in the chorus. You had like him do a really, really strong kind of mixed voice on the high notes, but then slip into the into the falsetto. There were some really, really high notes in there, which obviously Han is really good at high notes, but like they were really freaking high. I'm so impressed with how this sounds, genuinely. Like this is such a good song. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this going to be on like a TV show? Because I saw like or something, like Music Bank or something. Because I saw at the beginning there was like the date and the Mnet button or whatever it is, and I'm just like, is this gonna be on iTunes? Is this gonna be? I sound so old. Apple Music, sorry, but like, is this? Because this is so good. If this is like gonna be like classed as like a solo debut, maybe, I don't know. It's a very strong contender for being a good solo debut. I love this guitar so much.
In the sunlight, in the moonlight, I was out of sight, you know. Seems like they really want me to be alone. Every story, different endings.
Ooh, that's clever. The way it's going from in the different, like, it's like a frame. It's like different scenes of like time almost. Oh, I love this. You've got the split screen here, and then you've got the this is so creative. Like, genuinely, this is so creative. I love as well what I was saying earlier about the chaos of the video. I guess that's just about like living freely as well. Like, I took it like kind of like a negative way of like being overwhelmed, and you probably could take that, but like that moment before like he comes back to life kind of thing. But then like it also could just be like him embracing the chaos of life, maybe.
In the sunlight, in the moonlight, I was out of sight, you know. Seems like they really want me to be alone. Every story, different endings. Let's see it with our own eyes. Walking straight into the future, I won't look back at the past. Oh,
He's such a rock star. Ooh. Ooh. his voice, like, okay, okay, Superman. Oh, ooh. Oh, I love the change in to the cartoon. I love this. Sorry, I'm going to come back a little bit. I love this motif of the eye opening. It's happened at every start of the verse and every like new section, it feels like, or almost every new section. Obviously, coming back to life, your eyes open, you know, but it's also, I feel like, a great visual of carrying on, waking up every day. Because this, throughout this music video, and I want to talk about just a bit earlier as well. Before the sequence with the split screen and the different mirror shots, there was a mirror shot. Well, I say there's a mirror shot. There was a shot of Han, and in the left corner of the screen, there was a fan in the background spinning erratically as it's been doing. And throughout this, I've been kind of thinking like about the voices in your head, like the doubts, things that hold you back. And I love in this music video the way that he's using hands. I nearly said Hans, like Han, but using like hands of like holding him back, like physically restraining him. And so here, when he's in this cartoon section where he's like fighting back because he falls into it, but then he comes back to life, he fights on, he battles through. And I love the fact that his weapon is his guitar, like music is his movement, his drive. That's so inspiring to me, and that is so empowering. I hope he feels empowered by this, because it feels empowering as a viewer. This song is really, really freaking good, and it's making me like really happy. Like, I know like the song has a tinge of sadness to it, but it's making me really happy. Like, Han has done he's such a good songwriter and such a good performer, and like I'm just loving how everything's just coming together. Like the budget for this, like JYP gave him a budget for this. Like, I feel like, oh, so good. Like it wasn't just like a short, like put together, like, because this is a SKZ-PLAYER. Like this could have been very low effort from like the budget side. But no, we've got like effects, we've got visuals, we've got like, again, story art in the cartoon and stuff. I'm loving this. I think we were getting to a change, so I wanted to come back a little bit. It's so catchy. Ooh. Shut up. Shut up. This is incredible. This is actually incredible. Like we got like a, not a scream obviously, but like a more hardcore vocal style there. This, like, if this isn't a solo debut, if this isn't given like its flowers and its space, like on a stage like Music Bank and all of the other shows. Sorry, Music Bank's the only one that I think of when I think of music shows. But like, this is so good. Like, why is this? Because if this has been, and I hate to use the word relegated, but if this has been relegated to a SKZ-PLAYER, this is such an injustice to the song and to Han, because this is amazing. This is incredible. I mean, I'm already singing along with parts of it. That's how good it is. You know, like, it's not overly repetitive, which, you know, makes a song easier to sing along to. but yet, in spite of that, it's still so catchy. And yeah, again, if this is being just a SKZ player, this is completely underselling this song. For reference, you guys couldn't see that I banged on my desk. Because that's how strongly I feel about it. But this is so good.
And I'll come around system all night. Yeah, you know I don't care how many times I fall. Come, let's go back to life.
Now that feels empowering. Ooh. I like this little dolly through different shots. Ooh. And we're ending how we began. Ooh. I love that. Okay. I'm just gonna open the lyrics real quick. Because I don't wanna just move on from that without like talking about it more. Like there's so many like emotional lyrics there. Like I'm aiming high to feel alive, nothing's gonna drag me down. Like thinking of that lyric, because that was just the first lyric that I just drew my eye there, and thinking about like how in the music video he literally does get dragged down. He more falls than gets, I guess, dragged, but like he gets held down after that. Like that being like his, it almost feels like a fear there. I also saw this lyric, and I heard this lyric obviously in the song, and I didn't really comment on it, but every scar is proof I tried. I think I was focused because in the music video the glass was falling again, and it feels like actually what I was saying earlier about the glass. It's actually, the glass is a metaphor for him. So every time he falls, every time he cracks, how do you put that back together? Like you can never put that glass together without those cracks being there and being, as he says, a proof that he tried. You know, when it says here, they say give it up, tell him not enough, count my losses the whole night. Yeah, you know, I don't care how many times I fall because I'll come back to life. I think that's such a powerful chorus because it's running throughout, like, again, these hands holding him, trying to hold him back. It's not his talent, it's not his ability that would be holding him back, it's other people. And so the fact that he's able to fight against that and be willing to put himself, you know, it's funny to say like a precarious spot, like with the glass, because the glass was in a precarious spot and then fell. But that's what he does. Like every time music, sorry, that was my stomach. Every time music is so personal. Every time that you write a song and you put it out, you are exposing a part of yourself. That's what I was meaning earlier, bearing yourself, not bare bones. It's because when I was saying it in my head, I had the image of bones in my head, and I just started hyperfixating on that. But yes, so when you're focused, no, now I'm not focused. When you're a songwriter and when you're putting things out, it's you're allowing people who don't know you to judge you. You're allowing people who do know you to judge you. And it can be incredibly hard. Like, we're not told like who the they is, you know, the they could just as easily be people that he knows as much as people that he doesn't know. And obviously it's one thing if other people that you don't really care about, you know, haters, that kind of thing, are trying to drag you down. But it's an entirely different thing if the call is coming from within the house, as people say. You know, if people literally, in this case, you know, if people around him or whatever were doing that. I'm not saying that that is what happens, but just, you know, that's something that I can relate to myself, like not being supported by the people around you. It can be incredibly, like, not now really, but like when I was younger and stuff, it can be incredibly hard to keep going with that. I just saw another like little passage here. In the sunlight, in the moonlight, I'm out of sight. Did you know? Seems like they want me to be alone. I I feel like that's really that hits me a lot more. I think because of the music video, because the entire music video, apart from the sections, like with the band sections and the cartoon segment of the music video, he is inside. He is alone, where like neither sunlight nor moonlight could like hit. And if I'm and like there are different, it does look like there are different times of day, like you can see like in some of the scenes. I'm just kind of skimming through again. You can see like sometimes where there is sunlight but it's blocked out by like blinds, but equally there are times where it looks like it could be nighttime, just how like how moody the lighting is and stuff. Why did I pronounce that like that? Lighting. um, I really like this. This is so good. And again, if this is being relegated to a SKZ-PLAYER and doesn't see a release, I'm going to be very, very annoyed with JYP slash whoever decides what gets released and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so as I said, I wanted to do 2 videos in this. So we are going to be heading over to Goopdyu. That's really, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but its English title seems to be Torrent into the Current, just from what the Hangul means. So this is Seungmin, but this was written by Han, and so I'm excited. It's interesting. So the previous song was all in English, and this song appears from just quickly skimming the description. It looks like it's all in Korean, which is really interesting. I love the fact that he's confident in writing in both languages. The reason I say that isn't because like I don't like know how proficient he is with English, but like I feel like again as a writer, it's like you write what you know, and so like it wouldn't surprise me if he did have a tendency to write more Korean than English, and so seeing him write, you know, like a song fully in English and fully in Korean, it just kind of goes to show just how confident he is with both, and that's so. Oh, I wish I can really speak English, as we've seen in this video. But yeah, so we're gonna go over to Seungmin's Goop Yu into the current, and yeah, let's go. Oh, this is so much softer. Is that Seungmin? That's cute if so. I love the art style.
작은 억 속에 숨쉬지 않는 꽃들이 예쁘게 피었지만 향기 나지 않는 너도 나와 같구나.
So he was talking about a fishbowl, and then he ends that little section with, "In a way, you're just like me." Feeling like you're trapped in like a small space. Just because obviously I've just reacted to Back to Life. Seeing like how Han, in his writing, often seems to write locations where they're small, contained spaces. I feel like that really leans into the fact of how much of an introvert he is. Seungmin's vocal in this is gorgeous as usual, so soft, and I love how like, again, just coming off of Back to Life there, how soft and slow the song is in comparison. It's a really like nice contrast. But yeah, this is a really like kind of sad, especially when you look at like the fact that like the graphic here has the fish flying in the sky, and then like he's on the ground. You know, in terms of like how that looks. But obviously, again, I was just gonna say you've even got like you haven't got clouds, you've got algae. Like we are literally in a fish tank. I didn't even that just dawned on me. Like you got the light to light the in the way that like fish tanks have the little lights on them. This is literally a fish tank, and then these would be like obviously models of whatever they were. But oh my god, this is already so like visually hitting.
너도 나와 같구나 유리 넘어 보인 바다는 어떤 곳일까 수천 번에 훔쳐봐도 닿질 않는 내 모습이 언제부턴가
I'm gonna go back a little bit. The idea of being stuck within a space and seeing like your goal or literally like the sea or the outside world, and it's just outside of your reach. You can even like say like, because with goals like with music, with art, whatever, being able to see it and visualize it in your head, and then never feeling like you're able to get there is such like a heart-wrenching feeling. Also, I'm noticing, and I've been trying to like glance between the visuals, the clock on screen, as well as the lyrics. Obviously 5:02 early morning. I'm recording this at 4:30 in the morning. But like this definitely feels like a late night worry song, like reaching out, like almost like instead of like letting him dwell in his thoughts. And I don't mean to like put actions into his kind of life here or anything, but this feels like Han wrote this in the early morning, like as a journal almost. If I'm wrong, you know, that's by the by, but like that's not, you know, but so far it definitely feels like the moments like where he's alone and maybe literally in the dark because it's nighttime, and so he's writing to get out to express that, and in a way, and maybe this is cheesy, but in a way, him writing this almost allows those thoughts out of that metaphorical fish tank, out of that metaphorical space, which I think is nice. I don't know if he thinks like that, but like it allows us to kind of reach him a little bit more. If he thinks that he can't reach us and reach the outside world or anything like that, it can allow us to reach him, and hopefully feel less alone. And for those people in the audience listening, maybe they can feel comfort from that as well. Maybe.
모습이 언제부턴가 익숙해진 이곳에 남은 우린 지나치게 또 걱정과 두려움 모든 게 섞여 새로
I love the way Seungmin's voice throughout that little bridge. Because I don't want people to think I'm only talking about Han because of the songwriting. Seungmin's voice throughout this, the tone of the song throughout this has been very intentionally soft and intimate and constrained. Kind of like what I was saying before, because it sounds like a journal. It sounds like something. It almost feels like something that someone's not supposed to see. So, or something that people that someone doesn't want people to see. And so it's kept in this kind of small space as the song moves along. And even there where like we're getting a little bit closer to what I assume is going to be the chorus, we're brightening it up a little bit, we're widening that space up a little bit, but we're not doing it in a way of like being very powerful. We're still keeping that that constraint, that control. It's almost giving like so far this song feels like someone like in a door frame, like so someone's here and someone's in a door frame and they're like holding onto the door frame a little bit, trying to relay this to the person that's here, if that makes sense. I'm using the metaphor of here because there's a door frame right there, but you know that's how it's feeling. So there's a little bit of nervousness, anxiousness, tentative movement towards this, and I might be completely wrong, but that's how it's just feeling to me.
새로운 먼 곳에 저 파도가 넘실대는 바다에 몸을 맡겨 흘러갈래 이 작은 공간에
Oh, this is beautiful.
반짝이는 두 넓은 저 바다로 아무도 찾지 않는 오래된 이끼만 가득 차니 흐린 유리를 넘어 작은 내 꿈들을 조금 떨어뜨려 이 바다에 스며들어갈 거야.
I'm gonna go back really quickly because I was thinking throughout the entirety of this song until this line. I'll drop the pieces of my little dreams. I was thinking until this line. This feels like that moment where you're laying down just before you go to sleep, and like that moment before like you lose consciousness and start dreaming. And it's like, what I was saying earlier, if like this is a way of like if of getting out of that fish tank, if you like, sharing the song, dropping those little pieces of my dreams, it almost feels like here Han is talking about his songwriting, his music, and I don't know what maybe necessarily Seungmin, because obviously Seungmin's bringing the emotion to this. I don't know what he's bringing to this in terms of like his own experience. You know, maybe he has doubts. Maybe, you know, we don't know him like that. But it definitely feels like when he says like he wants to be carried away to the sea, it almost feels like he wants to become part of the world, leave the confines of this and become part of something bigger. There is also like a tinge of sadness that I get from this, and I don't want to be projecting what I'm thinking, but there does feel I really want to say it, but I don't want to. It's breaking my heart thinking about it. If we're thinking this metaphor of a fishing tank, I'm kind of welling up here, I'm sorry. If we're taking a metaphor of a fish tank, obviously when a fish passes away, you pour. I really hope this isn't one of the meanings that could be. You guys understand. I don't want to go further. Oh, I hope that's not what he means. Because I know he has struggled with things. Okay. Everything's okay.
내 꿈들을 조금 떨어뜨려 이 바다에 스며들어갈 거야.
Ooh. I love the change of guitars now.
어항 속에서
Piano.
쳐다본 별이 어느 날 내게 말을 걸어 거리고 저 바다는 여전히 흘러 너의
I
세상은
love
거기
that. No. Sorry, I'm still emotional from that. Sorry. I love this. You're still a young child, and the sea is never still. Like once, like as you feel better in yourself, as you feel stronger in yourself, there's still a world out there for you to be a part of. It's never too. It's not too late. Oh, oh. I was not ready to cry. Um, this is hitting me a lot.
여전히 흘러 너의 세상은 거기 있지 않나 네가 올려다본 둥근
Yep,
하늘만
literally what I was saying.
그곳을 나와서 본 하늘은 또
Yep.
다를걸 조금씩
Ooh, I love that.
그곳을 나와서 본 하늘은 또 다를걸 조금씩
It almost feels like they're that. It almost feels like when someone older than you knows that they're right, and in the moment, like you probably think, yeah, they're right, but there's a not necessarily a bitterness, but like a resistance, because like we're younger and stuff like that. That's kind of like, yeah, you're just saying that, and they're like, like they, and so yeah, that.
그곳을 나와서 본 하늘은 또 다를걸 조금씩 의미가 점점 물이 빠지고 그 사이를 힘껏 부딪혀 깨질 듯한 막 날카롭게 부서진 유리 조각이 조금 바뀌어도 괜찮아 이젠 곳이니까
Again, like in Back to Life there, the idea, I'm coming back to the lyric, 1 second. The idea though that having to go through trials, having to go through something difficult. It's not just enough that in this song that the glass bowl has broken. He still has to have the confidence to push through all of that detritus and struggle out to get out of that other side. And like the fact that he's see, I know I'm putting so much on Han here because it's his song, but like the way that Seungmin is presenting this is so good, and it helps. Like it's one thing like to read the lyrics and like another to hear the song, and it's like I have to give both sides of to me. It's like there's two parts of this. There's Seungmin with the vocals, but then I have to be talking about like in context of Han, just because obviously it's his writing. Yeah. I love these little pieces of like strength and empowerment that he puts into these songs though.
괜찮아 이젠 곳이니까 새로운 먼 곳에 저 파도가 넘실대는 바다에 몸을 맡겨 흘러갈래 이 작은 공간에 한 발을 내디뎌 반짝이는 드넓은 저 바다로 아무도 찾지 않는 오래된 이끼만 가득 차니 흐린 유리를 넘어 작은 내 꿈들을 조금 떨어뜨려 이 바다에 스며들어가
And he's reaching the sea. Oh, I love that this entire video has just been like the literal journey of him reaching the sea. I also think like, so the first time obviously the chorus hit me in like multiple ways, and obviously I did like dwell a little bit more on the potential negative side, but because of that second verse, and I think that's such good craftsmanship on Han's part, the fact that like the second verse then able to change how I felt about this chorus. I felt a lot more hopeful on this chorus than the first chorus. I don't know if that was intentional, but if it was, and I'm gonna assume it was, that is such clever songwriting, and I love the fact that like this video is so simple. You know, I'm sure like it was made like I'm sure the work that went into this was not simple, but like the visual it's very simple. It's not lots of chaos or lots of elements, like for instance the music video for Back to Life there. But it's so simple, but yet it's saying so much about what's going on in the song, and providing that extra visual. Seungmin is doing such a good job of this. Like he's my bias, like one of my biases in Stray Kids for a reason. The way that he's able to affect emotions into his voice, it's just so, it's such an amazing skill. And it's not easy, and this is what I'm saying about like earlier about how like I don't know what like Seungmin's bringing to this, like what emotional experiences he's drawing from. But you can't just take a song like this that feels, for me at least, as a listener, very emotionally charged. You can't just take a song and sing it. From a technical point, yeah, you can. You could sound great, la 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 la, as Seungmin does. But you can't take that technicality as well as without the emotion. It's a half baked song then. But Seungmin is able here, just with the timbre of his voice, the dynamics that he's using in his voice, how he approaches notes, he's able to get this emotion across. And so I'm very curious for what he's bringing, like what he's thinking about as he's singing this, as he was recording this. Oh, the sounds of the ocean. And he dives in. Oh. Little boats. The fish. And his smile. Looks like he's smiling anyway. Oh no, is he slowing down? Is he gonna make the shore, the land? Looks like a little bit. Oh. Sorry, Seungmin just started singing, but like I was so invested in the visual there. I was like, is it because I was like, this song is like a bit of a roller coaster for me, and I'm like, when he dipped from the surface, I was like, oh no, where's the song going? And then he jumped out, and it was reassuring, but it was like, holy hell, what are you doing to me? Sorry, because I started worrying here when you could see like the background was moving faster than he was, and it looked like he was drifting away. I do also just want to say really quickly, this song, if I translated the Korean right, the song's called Torrent, which I feel like is a real descriptor of what this song has been, but not in the way that I expected. And even like the subtitle Into the Current, both for me, both the image of a torrent and Into the Current, I'm thinking like whirlpools, I'm thinking like storms and danger, and in fact it's the entire opposite. He just the song is just about getting back into the current of life, into the craziness of life and things like that. And I wonder, just again, thinking of songwriting here, with Back to Life to this, I wonder if that's how Han sees life a little bit, like a current, like and a bit like a chaos, but not a bad chaos. Oh, the breathiness. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, this is so good. What do you mean? The way that that ended. It, the way that Seungmin did that with the it felt like him taking a breath, and then with the wind sounds and the way that the visuals looked, it's literally like the grass is greener on the other side, but like instead of, because we're always told like you think that now, blah blah blah, and then you go and it's not, but it almost feels like it almost feels like yes, actually, in this case, it is. It's better than what I was living when I thought I was living in a fishbowl, when I thought I was, trapped in my room, or when I felt like I was stuck in my room. But, verbiage matters there, so I'm going to use both. For him, like, he's finally made it out into the big wide world. He's finally made it to the sea. And it's not been something that's far away that he can't reach out and, reach out to. This was a lot. I don't know if I overreacted in that first chorus. You guys might watch this and be like, oh my god, why was he crying? I have personal reasons why I felt that way. And if I completely misinterpreted that part in the first chorus, that's one thing. But that's just how I took it. I love Seungmin's voice. Again, just the way that he tackled this. Because like we know that he can do like big powerful vocals and soft vocals, and the fact that he was able to control his voice to make it tonally relevant to how the song is to me such a skill of a singer. Because like I said, it's one thing to be technically good at singing, it's another thing to be able to change your approach, or change how you sing, or control how you sing to get a certain emotional feel to that. This was a lot, and I wasn't expecting this at all. I'll be honest, before I started recording tonight, well, morning now, it's 4:50. Before I started recording tonight, I actually hadn't seen obviously this video yet. But what happened was I loaded it into YouTube, and Back to Life was there, and I was like, ooh. And so I feel like, when a song finds you right when you need it, I feel like both of these songs found me right where I needed it tonight. Like these were songs that I needed to hear. I don't know about you guys. And I know that's probably incredibly cheesy. I loved this. Shout out to the artists in both of these music videos. In terms of like, obviously, yes, Seungmin and Ham, but also, did I just say Ham? Did I just put an M there? My apologies, Han. But what I was gonna say is specifically the artists behind the video side of things, like the cartoons sections and things, the animated sections of things, because they're really beautiful. Like again, this also, this is the thing I didn't notice as well. The minute he goes outside, there's no clock. There's no worry about time. Like it's definitely nighttime. Obviously, it's not the same time, but it's a different time. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god. But yeah, there's so much depth to this, and as I said, the music video for this, the video for this, is so simple. Again, not in terms of how much hard work it took to make it, but like just how the story, just what the story is visually. It's so simple in that way. I really, really enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys have watched this before. Watched these before you've watched this. And if you haven't, I'll put the links to both of these in the description below. But this was such a beautiful little duo of songs to listen to. Such a different vibe with both. Yeah, I really, really loved both. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction of this, of these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye.